silly, man. Out here in Southern California, boys have been anxious to get this thing going. They'll beat the weather, beat the track, beat each other. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys!
Busch and Hamlin side by side, 3, 4 wide and fourth. Mark Martin in the picture, Greg Biffle's Ford, the number 16.
Lead lap one. He wants that 1 point for leading the lap bad. Now, drag race could lead this lap right here. Hamlin. That could be the finish right there. But it would break that statistical thing about, you know, the leading the first lap.
Well, it's about time. Biffle tries to thread the needle between the two Toyotas. He's got a good run. Lined up behind Kyle Busch now and looking.
I tell you, Greg Biffle's kind of got an attitude right now. He's leading the points. I think he doesn't feel like he's getting enough love. You know, I think he really wants to show everybody, hey, I'm not only consistent, I'm bad, fast, and want to win.
Ryan Newman coming into the picture from fourth as Mark Martin slides to fifth. Brendan Gaughan on pit road. Jimmie Johnson coming side by side with Mark Martin. That's for fifth.
The old 5 time, Jimmie Johnson started back in 10th in that 48 car. He started moving forward the minute they dropped the green flag.
And look at the wad right behind them. Kasey Kahne, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick at the 29, Tony Stewart the 14.
That's what you like to do if you're Jimmie Johnson. Look at that wad behind me.
Kevin Harvick on the bottom. Chasing after Jimmie Johnson. Tony Stewart following suit.
Well, that bottom it's the shortest way, and you can really get position on a guy if you can drive off in there hard enough and the car will stick.
Carl Edwards drops behind Stewart on the low side.
Pretty interesting that Kevin Harvick and Jimmie Johnson are nose to tail.
Second place, Greg Biffle. Could not pass Denny Hamlin going into turns 1 and 2.
You know, we look at Greg Biffle in that 16 car, our points leader. He's qualified in the top 10 every race this year. But Krista, the biggest thing, he wants to get the victory lane.
Boy, does he ever, Larry Mack. Talking to his crew chief, Matt Fuchsia, this morning, he said the problem for us is just not having that grip, especially the first few laps of a run. Expect us to take about 3 or 4 laps before we find the grip and can make it to 6. Greg Biffle just came on the radio and said this was a fluke.
You know, this is rather technical. But a shock package here is a clue to having a good handling car. Handling those cracks that we were talking about, the sealer, handling the bumps. If you get an aggressive package, you'll be fast for a little while. But if you got a package that's kind of gentle and ride those bumps, you're going to be good over the long haul. You're going to take better care of your tires.
202 miles an hour into turn 3 for Matt Kenseth. That's hauling the mail.
And that's, as I said in the open mic, that's 14 degrees of banking. There's not a whole lot of banking there to hold you or catch you. Take a look at it down this longer front straightaway. I think we'll even see faster speeds with Matt Kenseth. It's always faster down the front.
Front straightaway longer than the back stretch.
06.
Wow.
That would be 2:06.
It can be.
And not slower than 150 miles per hour off the throttle in the middle of the corner. Now, that's the thing. When it's overcast like this, you can get back. These turns are so big. You get back in the throttle so quick. That's why you go so fast down these straightaways.
Hello, Newman. Ryan Newman. Battling Greg Biffle now for 4th place, or 3rd place, rather. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Biffle, and Newman.
I think Newman is in that team. That's another team that wants to kind of break out of the shadow of their owner. I think they really want to step up and say, look, Tony won the championship in races. We can do the same thing.
Matt?
Mike Newman told me his race car pretty consistent all weekend, but where other drivers have struggled the most, the bumps and seams down in 1 and 2, that's the end of the racetrack that he has seen the most consistency and the most out of that 39 machine. They feel like when other guys start to lose grip on their tires and move up, they'll be even more of a rocket on the bottom.
Yeah, man, I'll be anxious to see how Ryan Newman is on Endo Run, because one of the things that's bit Ryan Newman and his team, they're good in practice on Saturday, but they don't make adjustments to keep up with the track during the race.
And Larry, you could blame that on the crew, you can blame it on the crew chief. I got to say it's more driver responsibility. That driver has to keep telling the crew chief what the car is doing, almost lap after lap.
Reed Sorensen has joined Brendan Gaughan in the garage. 7 laps into the race.
Darrell, this is good to see, Darrell, because I know you and I were concerned about Dale Earnhardt Jr., the comments he made at the end of practice yesterday. Started 14th. We just was riding with him. He's cracked the top 10 now.
He has, but if you notice, he's going where nobody else is right now. I mean, he is scraping that outside wall. And there's some grip up there, but there's also some danger up there of getting into the wall.
From Jimmy Johnson's car, you see Tony Stewart and Kevin Harvick battle just in front of him for 6th place. Let's go back to lap 1. Was this perhaps what we'll see at the finish of this race? Could be. 8 laps complete. You're watching NASCAR on Fox.